Summer heat isn't just hard on you as a rider, it's also hard on your motorcycle's engine. Make sure your cooling system is in good order by performing a cooling system service. I'm going to show you how in this video from the MC Garage. Why change your engine coolant? The fluid in your bike's radiator has anti-corrosive agents and acid buffers mixed into it that get used up over time. Plus, the stuff just gets dirty. So, your owner's manual is going to suggest replacing your coolant about once every 2 years. To change your coolant, you're just going to need a few very basic supplies. You're going to need some fresh coolant, a drain pan, and a funnel. First of all, your engine should be cold or at least cool before you crack the radiator cap. You don't want to scald yourself. Also, most OE coolants are made with ethylene glycol, which is poisonous. You don't want to get it on your skin, you don't want to get it on your bike's paint, and you don't want to let your dog drink it. Most aftermarket coolants are made with propylene glycol. That's non-toxic. Those coolants are going to be colored blue or pink. Still, don't want to let your dog drink it. Alright, so at this point, you need to remove whatever bodywork is necessary to get to your radiator cap, your reservoir tank, and the drain bolt on your water pump cover. I'm working on my buddy Zach's R1 race bike, so it's really easy to get the bodywork off. On your street bike, it might be a little more difficult. Try not to break any tabs. Next, locate the drain bolt on your water pump cover. It's usually the bolt that's lowest on the cover, and it's going to have a sealing washer behind it. Go ahead and crack that sucker loose, and the coolant's going to come dribbling out. Then, you're going to loosen your radiator cap, and the coolant's going to pour out real fast. If your reservoir tank has a siphon hose on it or is easy to remove, go ahead and drain the old coolant and flush it out with fresh water. You don't need to flush your radiator unless you've got a ton of miles on your bike. However, now is a good time to inspect your radiator hoses, your hose clamps, and the radiator itself. Check your radiator hoses to make sure they're in good condition and pliable. There shouldn't be any cracks and they shouldn't be stiff. Also, check your hose clamps. They should be in good condition and good and tight. Now's a great time to inspect your radiator. Look for any damage, and if there's any bent cooling fins, you can straighten them with a tiny screwdriver or a pick. Okay, so now it's time to refill the system. You're going to want to throw a fresh sealing washer on your drain bolt, then screw that sucker in and tighten it down. Most coolants come pre-diluted and ready to use. However, some come as a concentrate that you have to mix yourself. In that case, it's usually a 50-50 mixture with distilled water. It's important to use distilled water so you're not adding any minerals or contaminants to your cooling system. Pour in fresh coolant to the top of the filler neck, then gently rock the bike back and forth to help free any trapped air bubbles. Then start the bike and blip the throttle several times to fully bleed the system. Check the fluid level one more time and top the radiator off if necessary, then fill your reservoir to the full line and you are good to go. Now, it's important to remember that if you ride an air-cooled bike, you didn't need to watch this video, but I'm glad you did. I hope you'll subscribe, leave your comments, and share. That's it for this installment from the MC Garage. We'll see you next time.